Hey everyone, you can call me M and welcome to Fragmatist. Today I've got with me this, Proud of You Sandalo. It's a dupe of one of my favorite fragrances that is exclusive to the Middle East and I've only smelled that fragrance once, which is Stronger with You Sandalwood. I got this dupe for around $18 and I think it's a pretty good deal. First of all, let's take a look at the presentation. Its fragrance works so well, so they leave nothing to the imagination. It's very on the nose and a very obvious dupe of Stronger with You Sandalwood. The bottle is quite heavy and so is the cap, and it has some pretty nice heft to it. And let me tell you upfront, I really like this one. For the price that it comes at, it's a really good bang for your buck. It's a really good dupe of Stronger with You Sandalwood. It opens up with a bright saffron and lavender and dries down into this woodsy, slightly creamy, as the name suggests, sandalwood. It has the rich and warm signature Stronger with You chestnut DNA. Again, obviously it's not going to be as deep and as rich as the OG, but for the price that this comes at, the opening smells really good. I had checked out the OG in Dubai and I distinctly remember it being a bit more thicker and richer than the opening of this one. But there's literally nothing to complain, as this comes at less than 1/10 of what the OG costs right now. Let me get the tester strip. So when you smell it initially, you get that soft and rich lavender mixed with saffron. Saffron is one of my favorite notes and it's blended here really well. Again, you get that signature chestnut and vanilla that you get with Stronger with You, and it's really prominent here as well. You can easily tell that this is a flanker of another Stronger with You, or a dupe of a flanker of Stronger with You. But in that opening, the main star of the show is that rich saffron. Again, it's blended here really well and it comes across really classy. It is very warm and cozy and it's quite aromatic as well. I've worn this fragrance quite a lot and I regularly get compliments on this thing. It smells really good, especially in the dry down. The sandalwood note in this fragrance accompanies the signature Stronger with You DNA, but it's not a sandalwood dominant fragrance something like Sental 33 by Le Labo. It is accompanying the Stronger with You DNA and giving it a sandalwood texture. Now if I were to give it a percentage, I would say it gets you about 80-85% close to the OG. Now this fragrance is noticeably thinner and weaker than the OG. There are also some slight quality nuances that you wouldn't be able to pick up on this one, but there's a really big caveat to it. The price that this comes at, it is absolutely fantastic. I gotta put this one on skin. If you can get this under 20 bucks, you would not be disappointed. Again, that warm and cozy saffron mixed with lavender, it has a really nice pop to it. On paper now, it's starting to smell a little bit more ashy, a bit more smoky. It has the slight tinge of smoke and incense. So it's been a couple minutes since I had this one on, and now it has transitioned into this really deep and woody base of sandalwood. And it has the slight smokiness to it. The smokiness and incense texture is a little bit more prominent in the French Avenue's Zenith Santal. This one is a bit more sweeter, is a bit more rounded, and quite a bit more wearable than that. It projects really well. It gives me a solid 1 to 1.5 hours of projection and it stays on my skin for at least 6 hours and 8 hours on my clothes. Again, like I said before, I get tons of compliments on this fragrance and it's a really good interpretation of the Stronger with You Sandalwood DNA at a very cheap price. Now, one thing to be mindful of is that when you get these Middle Eastern fragrances, they take some time to mature and come across really well blended. So if you get this one and right off the bat you don't think that it smells great, put this aside, come back to it maybe like 2 weeks later and it will for sure have improved a lot. I really recommend you checking this fragrance out. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys later.